Despite efforts to limit gatherings in light of COVID-19, some places were an exception to the crowd, like public sector banks. In this week's The Best and the Bravest, we hear from those who are most at risk working behind the booth.
The Best and the Bravest.
When COVID-19 came, many businesses shut their doors, but banks had to remain open, and many bank tellers and customers facing bank workers started to worry.
I didn't know what this pandemic was really about, how it would affect me. But what I feared was, will it affect my job? Will I still have a job? How is it going to affect my family? And also, how is it that I am now going to go about serving my customers?
I'm on the floor constantly, interacting with customers. So you're trying to figure out how to keep yourself safe, one. Two, where is this customer coming from? Because of our geographical location, we're pretty close to where persons would come in from the airport. And you're thinking about quarantine. So you're trying to figure out, is it somebody who just landed? Is this somebody who has been exposed?
Sharing commonplace equipment such as computers or phones, touching or handling items, cash or paperwork all became a major concern. And with banks being one of the most trafficked areas, they had to learn crowd control and quickly adjust to help prevent the spread. But even with all the markings, signs and warnings, the most challenging part of their job is getting customers to adhere.
For some customers, that the procedures and the policies that we have is really to help them and to help us. So to keep everybody safe. Before I mentioned the social distancing, some persons really don't appreciate it. Some persons don't appreciate the fact of us wearing masks.
At time to time, there are customers who would approach me with their mask down. But just a gentle reminder to tell them to pull up the mask, just to ensure that we're protecting both of us. I tend to do that so that I do not contract this COVID-19.
Efforts to limit the amount of persons in the bank by redirecting customers to online banking posed other challenges.
When the customers are enrolled, so that's the first process. You try to get them enrolled onto the business internet banking platform. Now, when the confirmation email is sent to them, they're like, wow, I got the email, I see where an email came confirming that I've been enrolled, but I'm clueless, I don't know what to do.
While it did aid in limiting the amount of persons who came in, interactions were still needed, and the onus was on the tellers to keep themselves from contracting the virus. Despite the challenges of the banking sector since COVID, they are doing their best to keep serving the people.
We are like an arm, a body part to the function of the country. People have to come to the bank. People have to get our service. So I would say that we fall within the best workers in the country.
The Best and the Bravest.